Hi, this is Taylor Miller, and this is my capstone project. First, I would like to talk about how I came up with my idea for my project. I wanted to have something that I could use in my future in my chosen career. I want to be a high school history teacher, so I wanted to give the students something a little bit different when it came to history. I wanted them to be able to access recent information, interesting videos, websites. There's a lot of activities online through the Smithsonian and other websites that would really benefit the students, and I wanted them to have a way to have access to it. The website was also on the list from Blackboard, so that's how I kind of found the idea, and I decided that that would kind of fit best with what I wanted to do for my students. So that's how I came up with the idea of the website. It's also a way for students' parents to stay in contact with me, for them to be involved and know what's going on. It is related to the competencies. It was easy to choose those. For a website, there are certain things that you have to have. It has to be usable, it has to be functional, it has to be clear. So under communication, it has to use correct grammar, mechanics, it has to be formal. I'm publishing this. I want my students to look at it. I want their parents to look at it. It's on the internet. Everyone can now look at it. I want to kind of give a multimedia presentation to my students, so they'll have information online, they'll have information in paper version, and then making the website, I used stuff that I had written myself, documents, different surveys, videos, pictures, and so I incorporated that into my project as well. I had to present the information with clarity, accuracy, and precision, especially in relation to students and something that they're learning. It's really important that the information that I'm passing on to them is accurate. They're going to be tested on it. They need to know it. It's important. It's also important for me as a teacher to make the learning easy and relatable. And I felt like the website was an appropriate way to present this information for the students to have access to it, and just a really great way for them to interact with technology. So I also thought under the valuing, you kind of want to teach like an etiquette, so you want to demonstrate proper behavior, and just your personal value system. You kind of want that to reflect through the website. You want to keep it appropriate, clean, and that's what I did with my website. I wanted to make sure there was nothing inappropriate that could upset students or parents. I also wanted to offer like multiple perspectives. So I have like the Women's Day March movements in my videos. Like I chose that video because of those things and all the different elements they incorporate. And so I thought that this was a great way to kind of give like a global perspective. I want to incorporate a lot of different items that will allow my students to really get a different view of the world. So using the internet as a way to do that, I think, is the best option. Managing information was another competency that I thought was really relevant to putting my website together. So it's very important building a website. You have to find good resources, especially from the teacher's point of view. They have to be good resources for your students to use. So you have to be sure the information's accurate, it's up to date. You want to make the knowledge accessible. So you want to develop effective and comprehensive strategies to locate, retrieve, and construct the information from various sources. That's how I was able to get everything on my website. Pulled it from all different locations: YouTube, historychannel.com, things that I had made myself. So just all different locations. Pulled it all together, presented it in this format. I organized the information. I'm displaying it in an appropriate manner, especially for the way the students are going to be using it. I tried to make it as relatable as I could, as useful as I could, and just making it just relevant and accurate were really my goals. So this is my website. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview, just kind of show you what I have to offer my students on the website and things that I want to add in the future. So over here on the top left, You can see the home button, homework, assignments, the contact me, and the site map. There's also a meet your teacher section. So you can click here, and this is going to show you a little bit about me. It tells you why I made the website, who I am, kind of how I became interested in the career of teaching, and just a little bit about me. So you can either hit back or you can just scroll down, so that's what I'm going to do. I also have more stuff, so this is always on the side of the website. I wanted to make everything just really clear and easy to use. So class announcements, so these would be announcements that I have to make to my class, whether it be, oh hey, don't forget there's a pop quiz tomorrow, or make sure you're working on your homework. The students can subscribe to these posts, so they would get like emails through their Google account and things like that, so whenever I were to post something, they would be notified. I also have a class calendar. Of course, I don't have a class, so as far as what's on there, it's just kind of the holidays of the United States, recognized holidays. I thought a reading list would be a good thing to incorporate, so some books that kind of go along with history. Of course, I could add 1,000 books, but this is just a test website, so I will probably add more depending on what grade I end up teaching and things like that. Useful links, I just thought I would put some here that are relevant to everyone as far as high school level goes, which is what I aim to teach. Class photos, so I just put a couple of photos of what I see myself doing. So I want to use relevant information. I want to make sure my students are seeing that history is still happening today. So on my website I have a link for the History Channel, and that tells you the most important discoveries of 2017. I think there are 11 on there. There's excavation sites, there's archaeological digs, things like that that they're still doing, still finding today, that are still relevant. And I also want to post on my website every day, this day in history, which is from the History Channel website. There's a little video each day, and it just kind of tells you, hey, this is what happened on this day and this year. So scrolling back down, some forms and documents. I would put like class notes here, different forms for parents, documents, so things that I want to send home and make sure the parents are receiving, and then like field trip forms, things like that. And then as you can see on the very bottom on the left, I have some polls. You can click here. So this is my website opinion survey. I actually created 2 surveys to kind of give you a demonstration of what I would want my students to do, because one of the goals of my website was to offer my students a way to offer me feedback. So my overall teaching, so different projects were important as well, so they can let me know, how is it going? Was it explained well? Is there something we can do better? Should I use this again? What can we do to make this relevant? What can we do to make it helpful for everyone? So which is why I've included a survey of my own for my website. If you guys just have a few minutes, there's just a couple of questions. Give me some feedback, kind of let me know how is it going, if you would use it, anything that you think is important that I should know. So this is my website. So this is my family over here under the Meet Your Teacher. That's me on the left in the green shirt, my husband and my daughter. And just hit the home button. Oh, this is a really cool video that you guys should definitely watch. So the history of the world in 2 minutes. Good music, great video. Picture from the archaeological dig from the History Channel. There is a word of the week. So just a couple of ideas that I had for my students. So a word of the week, something that relates to social studies, kind of little vocab. Maybe I'll have more, who knows. Just something, little fact for them, something a little bit different. My homework assignments kind of has a main page, so these are separate pages. What I did is I just went week by week, just gave a sample of kind of what my homework assignments might look like. Up here, for my 6 thinking hats, this is one that I just did for another class, so I thought that I would incorporate it as well. Just kind of a lesson plan to give the parents or you guys an idea of what kind of we're doing. And then this is where the students would be able to see their assignments and things like that, and I would put them on the calendar as well. So this is my website. Thanks so much for watching my video, and please leave me some feedback. Thanks.